Peace and love reflection. It's Garden My Level, and I'm Tony Lee. And the idea I want to share today is, what does it mean to live your best life? How does that even look? Or how do we even go about trying to obtain that? In order for us to talk about how to live our best life, we have to take the word life and we have to find the opposite of life. The opposite of life is death. A concept that I think about is what I call casket talk. And I don't mean casket talk in a way where you thinking about how you gonna die, when you gonna die, and where you gonna die, and how painful it's gonna be. It's not what I'm talking about. When I talk about casket talk, it's actually taking a different, higher perspective on how you can actually see and really view your life. I'm a true believer in the power of the spoken word. And what that means is, I believe that words can become life. Words can materialize to manifestations, to actual events that can actually happen within your life. So if you constantly think about death, talk about death, how you're going to die, I think what you're actually doing is you're attracting death into your life. So we don't want to do that. So we want to take it a step higher and think about death in a way where we're not actually condemning ourselves to death, but we're actually freeing ourselves to be free and alive right now. Alright, so let's break this casket talk down. Imagine you step into a funeral. You walk in and you look around and you see everybody that you know. And this is your friends, your family, co-workers, schoolmates, people that you may have grew up with, that you lost contact with, just everybody that you kind of came across within your life. They all here at this funeral. You walk in and you can see everybody. Some people's crying, some people is having conversations with the person sitting next to them. As you walk in, you step up, you step up, you step up. Here's the casket. You look down inside the casket, and who is it? You guessed it. It's you. You look at yourself in this casket, and you look around, and you actually notice you're at your own funeral. Now remember, we're just using our imaginations right here. It's a practice. This is an exercise in practice. So you look down at the body, which is you. The dead body wakes up for a few seconds, looks at you out the casket, and he asks you one question. You ask yourself, what are they saying about me? The you in the casket is asking, what is the people there saying about you? So you turn around and you go see exactly what are they saying about you. Here's another key. They can't see you. So as you go and sit down, to each and every person that's at this funeral, you sitting down and you're hearing exactly what everybody has to say about you. Some people are saying you was a good person. Some people were saying this is a sad deal, but you was a mean person and stuff like this happens to people like you. Some people were saying this is sad, but if you live by the sword, you die by a sword. Basically what I'm saying is there's so many different variations about what people are actually saying about you. Some people are saying good things about you. Some people are saying bad things about you. Some people are just there because it's a funeral and they feel like they have to be there. So you get all this information. You're hearing about everything that everybody's saying about you. You get up, you walk back to the casket. The dead you wakes up again. You ask, what are they saying? You tell them this person said that, you tell them that person said that. And the dead you is looking, but he's not really satisfied with that. So he said, I want to ask you one more question. The second question he asks you is, what do you say about me? Again, he asks you, what do you say about me? Because in essence, what the dead you is really trying to explain is the people that's sitting in this funeral, their opinion matters, but their opinion matters to only a certain extent. Because you can feel one way about a situation or about yourself, and another person can feel the total opposite of how you feel about your situation. It doesn't matter what other people think about you or think about your life. The one thing that really matters is, what do you think about your own life? So the imaginary practice ends there with that one last question. What do you say about your life? So what we do coming out this exercise, what we're able to start doing, we're able to start analyzing our life from that standpoint. When I die, not just what our people, the friends and family are going to say about my life, but ultimately, what am I going to say about my life? And from that point on, what you can start doing is you can actually start living. You can start living in a way to where you can be proud of the life that you are living right now. Because one thing we know about death is we never know when it's going to come. I've lost so many people in my life. Close friends, close family. I've lost a brother. And I've almost lost my own life. This casket talk, which is just an exercise, it just actually makes us reflect and reevaluate what are we doing with our lives in these present times right now. And what this should do, it should make you look in the mirror and look at your life and say, what is it that I should be doing right now so I can be proud of my own life? Because you don't know when you're going to pass. You don't know when death is calling your name. So therefore, the only thing we can start doing is start living fully today. In other words, how do we start living our best life today? So when we pass away, we can actually say, I did live my best life. You see, if we never truly think about our death, we can't really truly think about our life in its entirety, or full life, from start to finish. So we have to look at death, not contemplate death, not dwell on death, but I'm talking about actually view death in a way where we can talk to death, just so we can take that information from death and bring it back to life and live a full, happy life. It's a concept that I use quite often, and it's something that's making me go out forward and take the fear away and just really try to live fully and live my best life. With that being said, I have to say it. This is not absolute truth for everybody. This is just a practice. Remember that. So, that's all I have for now. Till then, I'll see you on the next one.